Hello, moms, friends, parents, carers, and welcome back to Every Mom's Hub. My name is Jabaki. If this is the first time that you are joining us, I say a big welcome to you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can enjoy more of the content that will be provided. And if you've been with us throughout this journey also, I say that we really appreciate you. As a mom, you've had your child, you've had your baby, and you've already decided on what you would feed your child with or how you're going to feed your child, whether it is breast milk or you're going to feed your child with formula. You've by now decided on that. So today we are going to look at feeding essentials for newborn right from birth through to 6 months old. Experts, doctors, midwives, and nurses advise that we feed babies with breast milk only right from birth through to 6 months old. That is exclusive breastfeeding. This is because babies are not able to fight off infections as we are able to as adults. And the breast milk has the right nutrients to help them fight against any form of infection that they may get into contact with. So that is why they advise that we give them breast milk exclusively for the 6 months, period. And this is not always possible. We know that due to maybe medical reasons, personal choices, or any other reasons. But then they usually advise that we go in for exclusive breastfeeding. So you would have to speak with your health experts if you feel that you are not able to exclusively breastfeed your baby for the first 6 months of his or her life, and they'll be able to advise you on what to do. So today we are going to look at the feeding essential for breast milk or formula feeding, which is the alternative that you may be advised to go in for. Firstly, we have the feeding bottle, different sizes, which has the calibrations over here, so you can monitor how much your baby is taking, whether it's formula or breast milk. You can know how much they are taking. It's either in ounces or in ml. Yeah, you can have several of these bottles, different types, whichever ones will work best for you. You go. One good thing about breast milk is that it can be stored either in the freezer or in the fridge for a number of days or months. If you're storing it in a freezer, you can store it up to 6 months time and it will still have its nutrients in it, and you can use it anytime you want. And if storing it in the fridge, you are advised to store it just up to 4 days, and then afterwards it will lose the nutrient that it has. And so you will need breast milk bags to store the milk in. If you decide to put it either in the fridge or in the freezer, you will need these bags that have calibrations on it so that you know how much you are storing in these bags. The bottles would have to be sterilized after each usage, so it's very necessary that you get it soaked in soapy water, and then after that you sterilize it. So we have the sterilizer, and this is an electric one, which after washing the bottle, you place the bottles in the sterilizer this way. You put the bottles in the sterilizer, then you put it on and sterilize it, and then get them cleaned. If you don't have the sterilizer also, you can decide to just go with the normal hot water. After washing it with soapy water, you can soak them also in hot water, and that will do the same job as well. And we have the breastfeed pump for those who are breastfeeding their babies, and it's good for you to express some of the milk so that others may be able to feed the baby, especially if you're leaving the baby with other people. They'll be able to breastfeed the baby whilst you are away. So it's very necessary that you have a means of expressing some milk down for the baby. And We have several options. You can decide to express it by hand, which may take some time, or you could use the breast pump. We have the electric ones, and then we have the manual ones as well. And some of them come this way too, in one like this. So you can decide on whichever you want. There are many options out there, many brands out there on the market. So you decide on which one you want. And this is the electric one. So you can decide to carry this along wherever you go to. It's very portable. So it comes this way, and you open up this, and then you attach this to the breast. You can do both of them at the same time, or you can do it one at a time, or the baby can be feeding on one side and then you are expressing it on the other side. So also have the warmer, which is used to warm the milk. So you can put the bottle in. You first of all fill it with an amount of water, then you place your bottle in it, the bottle that's filled with milk in it, to warm the milk for you. But then once again, I would say that you can also just heat some water with your water heater, and then you can put it into a bowl and put the bottle in it to work the same way. So if you don't have access to this warmer, don't worry about that. Just go the other way, where you can just boil your water, put it in a bowl, then you put the bottle in it. It will do exactly the same job for you. We have the brush to wash your bottle. Yeah, so this is very necessary as well. Don't worry if you don't have all of these gadgets, especially the sterilizer and the food warmer. You can get a normal kettle that you can use to heat water and to perform the same role that the warmer and the sterilizer is performing. Yeah, so just get one of these, and then you can go ahead and get the warm water that you need to sterilize your bottle and also heat the milk for the baby. Then we have the bib that is you put on the neck of the baby so that they don't soil their attire when feed. We again have muslin squares, and these are napkins that are used to clean up any mess. They are very, very useful, and it's very necessary that you have a number of them in your basket, or a number of them by you whenever you're feeding baby, so that you can mop up any mess. And these are quite large, very, very large. And we also have smaller ones that you could use as well. So if you prefer the smaller ones, you could go in for these that you can use instead of the large ones. But it's very good to have both of them at hand so that you can use whichever ones you want to, depending on what you're doing. Again, have the nursing pillow, and this is very important, especially when your baby is quite new and small and you would have to set the child on this feeding pillow. And usually when it gets to certain stage of the child's development, you realize that this pillow becomes very handy. When the child is maybe sitting, trying to learn how to sit up, you can still use this pillow to prop up the child. So it's also have breast pads or nursing pads, and these are usually fixed into your bra to catch any leaks that you may have when you're breastfeeding. It's useful to breastfeeding moms. So it's not everyone who actually leaks breast milk when they are breastfeeding, but then it's very necessary that in case you are leaking breast milk, you can use this so that you don't have all the leakages drawing in your attire. Have the nipple cream that is used by moms when they have any soreness to their nipple whilst breastfeeding. And usually the nipple creams are safe for the baby. Should it come into contact with them, it's quite safe, so you don't have to have any fears regarding that. And nursing bras are also very, very useful if you are breastfeeding mom. So it's important that you have that, since it makes it easy for you to breastfeed the baby. The difference between that and the normal bra is that with this one, it has a hook at the top where you would be able to secure it when you're done and then take it off easily, and then you can breastfeed the baby. And of course, you will need a cover whilst breastfeeding in the public place. This is very necessary indeed as you decide to breastfeed your child on demand. And it doesn't matter, the cover can be any cover. It could be your cloth, it could be a napkin, whatsoever you can use to cover up so that you don't expose yourself too much when you are feeding the baby in public place. With all of these equipment, there are many brands out there on the market. So it would be very good if you get recommendation from friends and loved ones so that you know which one worked best for them, and you can also go in for it. Or if you like, you can just go out there and then try which one you feel would be good for you, and then you see how that one also works. So there is no one particular brand that I'll say this is the best or not. I have just tried just a couple of them, which has worked for me. I remember with a breast pump like this, initially I thought it wasn't working, and that was because I wasn't doing it right, and I felt it just wasn't working for me. But then I realized later on, after I was encouraged by the nurses, that look, this would work. Right at the hospital when we're trying to establish, the breastfeeding pattern, I was told that this would work for me, and I tried it, and when I came home, it worked for me. So I would say that be patient, especially when you are expressing the milk. Sometimes you feel that this is not working and the milk is not coming as fast as you may expect it to come, but just take your time, get some water, some juice by your side, sit back, relax, and then express. And within 30 minutes, you realize that you have that much milk to be able to, feed the baby with. So just take it easy, do not stress, take your time, be patient, and then you realize that it would work for you. Breastfeeding is very necessary, it's very important. So I would encourage you to get to that. And if for any reason you can't also breastfeed, know that you're not a bad mom, you're not a terrible mom, and whatever options you decide to go in for, it shall be well with you. It will work out for you. Just get the right advice and everything will be fine. So these are the basic essentials, equipments that we need in order to successfully feed our babies. Thanks so very much for your time today. So till we meet again, it's bye for now. Keep safe and take care of yourselves. Bye.